Welcome to the 2020 Thomas Jefferson High School Commencement Exercises. My name is Zach Farah, and I have been honored to have served as a Student Council Co-President for the 2019-2020 school year. While we all wish that we could be together in person celebrating the class of 2020, we are glad to be able to share this graduation celebration virtually together with our families, our friends, our teachers, administrators, and the Bloomington community.
My name is Hilary McCory. It has been a privilege to serve the students of Jefferson High School, and especially the class of 2020, as a Student Council Co-President. On behalf of the class of 2020, I wish to thank the Bloomington Public School Board members, Treasurer Beth Beebe, Vice Chair Tom Bennett, Chair Nellie Corman, Director Maya Olson, Director Heather Starks, Clerk Don Steigoff, and Director Jim Sorum. In addition, we thank our school administrators, Superintendent Les Fujitaki, Assistant Superintendent Jenna Mitchell, and our very own Jefferson Principal, Jason Anderson.
I am pleased to introduce my fellow classmate Willa Countryman as she addresses our class with a speech entitled, "Are We Resilient Yet?"
I don't know about you guys, but this is actually exactly how I expected my senior year to end. You know, I feel like we started off the year a little too strong. Something had to go wrong. Personally, I'm just grateful it was a global pandemic and not the actual apocalypse, although it feels like we got pretty close. But seriously, I think it's okay to look back and say, wow, that wasn't fun. It's okay to say, this isn't fair, because we earned this. We made it through freshman year, when we were scared and those seniors seemed to actually know what they were doing, and finals were like a real thing all of a sudden. We made it through sophomore year, where we realized, oh, SUFCA's just that weird all the time. And that, let's be real, second try is always the worst. We made it through junior year, through ACTs and SATs and PSATs and APs and every other acronym you can think of. And finally, we made it to senior year. We made it through the storm of applications and people asking us, what are your plans for next year? We made it to our last dance, even if it wasn't the one we expected. We made it to a new decade, and we made it here. No matter what your plans for next year are, I'm pretty sure we're all indestructible now. I know I never thought I'd say, I miss school. I never thought I'd miss getting up at 6 in the morning, sitting in class for hours, struggling to get my homework done on time, and honestly, even a good old-fashioned, in-person, on-paper test. Okay, I won't go that far. But seriously, I think we learned more than any graduating class in years, that you don't really know how good you've got it until it's over. And I didn't think I'd be saying that I wish it wasn't over so soon. So no matter what you're doing next year and for the rest of your lives, remember the time that you were 18, that the world stopped, and you would have given anything for things to go back to normal. Live a life you don't want to be quarantined from. Go Jags.
The class of 2020 voted to select one teacher to address our class at the graduation ceremony. I am pleased to invite Social Studies teacher Mr. Mark Eggers to address our class.
Congratulations to the Jefferson High School senior class of 2020. My name is Mark Eggers, and I have the incredible honor of being selected to present the commencement service for your class. Anytime a teacher is asked to give such a speech, it is always a humbling, and in my case, surprising event that I hope to treat with the respect that it deserves. The events surrounding your eminent graduation have been clouded with a worldwide event that has forever changed the way we will interact with each other and how we will view the world. I am not going to try and make sense of what has transpired, but what I hope to do is show you your current reality, what your current reality is and what you have to look forward to. And there are so many things to look forward to. In March of this year, on very short notice, you learned that the rest of your school year was placed in limbo. You learned that for the remainder of the year, all of your classes would be online. You learned that there wouldn't be any spring sports. You learned that there wouldn't be any spring concerts. Prom was canceled. While an in-person graduation ceremony is still planned, it is still a question mark. You learn that hanging out with your best friends between classes was not going to happen anymore. You also learn that alone time took on a whole new meaning. All these events and numerous other personal events in your lives have been delayed or possibly stopped completely. It does not seem fair, and it isn't, but it is something we must adjust to. I therefore feel that we should focus on some of the positives associated with those unfortunate circumstances that we are in right now. There have been a few unexpected benefits to go along with distance learning. Here are some of those perks. You can wear your pajamas every day instead of just during Spirit Week. Many of you got to see the interiors of your teachers' houses during video chats, further proof that not all teachers live at the school in which they teach. You can participate and bring your pet to school day every day. You can eat a 4-course meal during a lecture by one of your teachers, and they could not tell you not to, as long as you muted yourself. Teachers couldn't tell you to get off your phone or take off your caps. I think for many of you, you also learned that during video chats, you could mute your teacher anytime you wanted to. You got in some practice for online college classes, and boy, are you going to need it. Some of you learned improved time management skills, something that is essential for college or whatever career you decide to go into. I think many of you also discovered that appreciating the simplest things in life could make a big difference in your day. I say this with a certain degree of confidence because of an activity I did in my psychology classes recently. The assignment I gave my 2 classes a few weeks ago was to write down the top 5 motivators that each of them had prior to going online. They were also then asked to indicate 5 motivators that they had after they learned that they would be working from home. Here's a sampling of their thoughts. I would like to preface this by saying I recorded exactly what the students wrote. So let's begin. Prior to the stay-at-home order, you were focused on parents, friends, siblings, getting good grades, teachers, summer, college, getting a job, spring sports, my grandparents, going to lunch with friends, going to school clubs, a trip to New York, graduating in front of my relatives, letting people into my personal bubble, trying to find time to relax, and making my parents proud. After we went to online learning, the following things became important to you: family, being healthy, getting through the school year, fighting boredom, money, thinking of my coaches and my teachers, thinking of myself, remembering to eat, rebuilding relationships, a new desire to not take anything for granted, my grandparents, getting up before noon, actually looking forward to teacher emails and lectures, coffee, maintaining my personal bubble, exercise, knowing I have support from all different sides of my life. Clearly, the class of 2020 has developed a different view of the world around them, and this has caused them to have a different view of themselves and how they are going to approach life going forward. Their last trimester in high school was not what any of the seniors anticipated or wanted, and it does not reflect what their entire school year was about. All of these challenges are the same challenges that every person who is involved in your education has had to face, and we don't like it any more than you do. But I have noticed in my communications with you over the last 2 months is that you are learning to take and enjoy the small victories that come your way. Following are some of the communications you sent to me recently. Some of you got a new pet. Some of you developed a new hobby. Some of you started reading for leisure and improved your online skills. Some of you learned to bake. You got to teach your parents and/or grandparents how to use Zoom. Unlike some of your parents, you were able to teach your younger siblings new math. Some of you learned how to be daycare providers and noticed that it wasn't as easy as you thought it was going to be. Many of you got to spend more time with your families before you head off in your own direction. And last but certainly not least, you pushed through this and you made it to the end. Not an easy task for any of you, considering the circumstances. All of these experiences have added to the toolkit of life that each of you is building and will continue as you continue to learn and grow. For many of you, that toolkit includes 3 important additions. You can run your own schedule, you can rely on yourself more, and you got a taste of adulthood. You are responsible for your own success and the challenges associated with it. You are graduating during one of the most challenging experiences in American history. When these next new challenges in your life occur, you will already be familiar with those tools. Use them. We all know this is not how you wanted to end your high school career. Several things, like a simple handshake or a hug from a good friend, have now been put on hold. But, like with all experiences in life, it always comes down to how you deal with the challenges and how you move forward with it. Based on the numerous seniors that I have taught, your ability to move forward is strong in this class. I am here today to represent the staff at Jefferson, and we want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. You learn more than just academics and will accomplish so much more because of the lessons that you have learned about the importance of resilience and flexibility. These lessons will serve you well, and we are incredibly proud of each and every one of you. Please know that we are all cheering for you today, even though we are not all together. Best of luck to you, Jefferson class of 2020, and thank you.
We will now hear from Jefferson Principal, Dr. Jason Anderson.
Students and families of Jefferson High School, my name is Jason Anderson, and it is my privilege and honor to serve as principal of Thomas Jefferson High School in Bloomington, Minnesota. Amongst the senior class of around 400 amazing young adults are some of the most talented and hardworking students, athletes, and artists you would ever hope to meet. As individuals, they are uniquely gifted and skilled, and as a class, they have grown and risen into leaders and models for the younger students who will follow them. I was proud to watch over them for the past 4 years, and I'm proud, just like their friends and families are, at what they've become and who they will someday be. Seniors, I so wish I could be sharing this message with you in person, as I've been looking forward to this graduation for 4 years. Each graduation ceremony as principal is special, of course. It is the pinnacle of a student's entire educational career. And to see you earn your diploma and don your baby blue cap and gown makes us all beam. While we have hard days and challenging times, the graduation ceremony makes it all worth it. As principal, there is no greater moment. Now, as I mentioned though, your graduation, the class of 2020s, is special to me. Your class is the first class that I've had the privilege to watch for all of your 4 years in high school. You and I came to Jefferson at the same time in the fall of 2016. Now, I know at your age, 4 years seems like a very long time, but believe me, as you get older, 4 years can go by in the blink of an eye when you're enjoying each and every day. I enjoyed every day of your high school career. I hope as you look back, you did too. I remember then, like I remember now, wanting to share some tips and wisdom to both high school and life success. However, I knew then, as I now know, that there is no easy path in life, and that true growth and true success means overcoming adversity. Now, everyone's adversity looks different, but make no mistake that everyone faces immense challenges multiple times in their lives. It is my sincere belief that as much as we want to spare you from these challenges and the associated pain and frustration that comes with them, we cannot and should not. The adults in your life who have cared for you over the past 18 or so years wanted the best and would do anything to protect you. In that same vein, these adults knew that by pushing you, challenging you, and letting you struggle, that this would make you a better person in the end. Now, as you leave the world of adult care and move into a world where you are expected to take care of yourselves and others, you will begin to see these challenges for what they were, opportunities for growth. This is the message that I wish I could have shared with you 4 years ago. That much of our life is marked by pain as well as by joy, as much by challenge as by triumph. However, the secret to this formula is that you cannot have the triumph without the challenge. You cannot have the joy without overcoming the pain. This is what I wish I could have told you. Seniors, I assure you many years from now, as you get older, you will remember the pain and struggle of your challenging times. However, you would not choose to erase them from your history if you could. You would not delete these experiences from your history because they will have shaped you, molded you, and brought out your best. Because of this, the pain is dulled, and the experience will be softened because of the joy, happiness, and peace it produced. This is what I wish I could have told you. This spring is a perfect example of a challenging time, but you all have proven to yourselves, your families, and your community that you have the ability to transform a challenging experience and grow. When you look back at this time of your life, you will surely remember some of the things you did not get to do. But I promise the pain you are feeling today will dissipate in time. And 10 or 20 years from now, when you look back, you will mostly remember how you responded to this challenge, how you grew, and how you became a better person. Thank you, seniors, for what you've done and what you will do. I could not be more proud. So in my final days as your principal, let me offer one piece of advice before you go and conquer the world. Never underestimate your ability to accomplish something you or others think is impossible. Embrace the challenge and observe how it sharpens you. Embrace the difficulty of the task and observe how you level up. You all can accomplish amazing things, and I have all the faith in the world that not only will you meet these challenges head on and succeed, you will make the world a better place in the process. Thank you, and congratulations again, seniors.
On behalf of the class of 2020, we thank you for awarding us with our high school diplomas. We will now hear from Superintendent Les Fujitaki.
Good evening, students. Congratulations. You have successfully completed one of the most important chapters in your young lives. You have traveled your pathway to graduation. This journey has taken you years, so please savor this once-in-a-lifetime moment by reflecting on all the people that have helped you throughout your school career. Your teachers, administrators, staff members, and volunteers who worked hard to help you learn and grow. Your parents, friends, and family members who are always there with you through the good times and tough ones to help, support, and encourage you, all because they believe in you and they truly care for you. Parents, on behalf of your school board and school community, thank you for believing in us and entrusting us with the education of your children. It has been an honor and pleasure to partner with you in producing these outstanding young adults. Congratulations on a job well done. Students, I can safely speak for our entire school community. We're so proud of all your accomplishments and achievements and the great choices that you made throughout your school career that brought you safely here tonight. We cannot wait to see the great things you accomplish. Please know that our thoughts and best wishes are with you as you continue your journey through life. Tomorrow, you'll begin to explore life after high school. Always remember that real happiness will only come to you if you value and appreciate what's important in life, and that is family and friends. So no matter where life takes you in this world, no matter how busy you get, always remember to stay connected with home. Best wishes for health and happiness. Congratulations to you, the class of 2020.
On behalf of Superintendent Les Fujitaki, Board Chair Nellie Corman, and the entire Bloomington School Board, it is my privilege and responsibility as principal of Jefferson High School, based upon the recommendation of the faculty of Jefferson High School, that I hereby certify that these students, upon receipt of their diploma, have satisfactorily met all educational requirements set forth by the Bloomington School Board and the Minnesota Department of Education. Congratulations, graduates of Jefferson High School, and welcome to the growing ranks of Jefferson Jaguar alumni.
Nicholas John Abbey, Asad Elamir Abdallah, Abdullahi Bashir Abdi, Kalanja Saeed Abdi, Kader Tariq Abdo, Noah James Ackerman, Ali Ahmed, John Jr. Akarume, Brian Scott Albert, Jack Douglas Alford, Ibrahim Mohammed Ali, Sadiq Mohammed Ali, Colin Alt, Luca John Amato, Kyle Robert Anderson, Alexander David Ruslan Atkins, Norla Tenzin Atruksang, Gretchen May Ogdal, Garen Faustino Avalos, Benjamin George Bach, Tadeo Nicholas Baker, Prasad Balaji, Ria Banerjee, Lisandro Juanito Barrientos, Aliyah Caitlin Beck, Gavin Frederick Becker, Leah Michelle Beery, Cassidy Bellman Luz, Juan Isachar Belio Seferino, Serena Rose Ben Avraham, Promise Valentine Benson, Micah Joseph Bierlein, Sophie Ann Bierlein, Sewell Darkwa Bio, Peter Thomas Bjorklund, Jerway Daniel Blaubach, Olivia Shelby Blomquist, Zachary Albert Boldenow, Sarah Sophia Borrell, Diana Margaret Bowen, Helene Janice Bowen, Mallory Joyce Bowman, Caitlin Margaret Brandwick, Hannah Rochelle Breckeisen, Carly Michelle Broad, Chase Madison Brown, Shantae Lee Brown, Jack Casimirs Buchak, Ava Sean Burke, Autumn Rose Bulow, Anna Burak, Hunter Reed Burgess, Miski Rashid Kayije, Isabel Caballero, Darnell Elashb Ezekiel Carbon, Connor John Carey, Joseph Vern Carlson, Jose Angel Armando Carreño Carmona, Christian Dennis Curvorst, Christopher Chanona Albores, Osel Tenzin Chopel, William Harry Punzalan Chua, Cody Gregory Claren, Faith Juliette Clark, Jelaine Elise Clark, Ryan William Colby, Ryan Christopher Cole, Ben Oliver Cornelis, Tabitha Sarah Corns, Willa Barnett Countryman, Jacqueline Tuyetny Crane, Caitlin Beatrice Crow, Sean Matthew Feldner Culp, Matthew Jacob Daigle, Alexander Alexandrovich Dyneka, Desmond Douglas Davis, Hunter Allen Day, Diana Wynne Doan, Riley Catherine Damagala, Artem Drachev, Grace Marie Drexler, Cole Anthony Drew, Mitchell Allen Drews, Alexandra Rose Duda, Patrick James Dugan, Anya K. Easter, Christopher Lewis Eastland, Cooper Carl Edeburn, Benjamin Allen Edlund, Haley Frances Efforts, Hannah Grace Ide, James Allen Elder, Abdelrahman El-Shishi, Amy Margaret Erickson, Maria Valeria Esquivel Fragoso, Zachariah Abdi Farah, Alyssa Marie Fellows, Grace Madison Flandermeyer, Silas Eric Akim Willi Fleming, Giovanna Hayes Fonseca, Cullen Scott Forness, Grace Ella Fox, Liam Scott Fry, Daniel Christian Fries, Nathaniel Andrew Fries, Nathan Edward Robertson Frank, Hamza Bashir Garad, Jimena Garcia, Emily Marie Garletz, Emilia Rose Gatz, Emily Joyce Gopper, Tara Hope Gibbs, Nicholas Ray Glad, Landon Isberg Glenna, Brandon Alberto Gonzalez Olvera, Owen Casey Gooby, Liliana Rose Noel Goodwin, Jesslyn Reese Gran, Gabrielle Eileen Guevara, Keegan Riley Har, Sophia Sarah Haddad, Rachel Sandra Hadley, Abigail Grace Hall, Madeline Kelsey Haloff, Crystal Ann Halverson, Carver Hodgins Hammond, Seda Ariel Hampton, Gabriel Christopher Hanson, Logan Allen Hanson, Bryn Elizabeth Hanson, Logan Andrew Harley, Alyssa Marie Harms, Jasmine Renee Harris, Julia Rose Hart, Sarah Jane Hatton, Riley Kell Hauk, Jarrett Michael Helmer, Benedict Henry II, Diana Denise Hernandez, Alexander Jackson Hesse, Anna Faye Hester, Grayson Paul Height, Jonas Denton Hines, Filsan Liban Hired, Jacob Matthew Hobbs, Charles Kenichiro Hodgman, Samuel Michael Hodges, Sophie Marie Hodges, Isabella Rose Hofer, Nicholas Richard Hofstede, Charmaine Jessica Honold, Isaac Douglas Honold, Sarah Lynn Honold, Hunter Allen Howe, Nevaeh Zaria Hunter, Hibo Isaac Hussein, Samira Ahmedner Hussein, Justin Samir Ishak, Carson Gerald Jacobs, Hamza Jamal Joffrey, Sumaya Omar Jama, Sophia May Jameson, Max Anthony Janis, Colin Russell Jensen, Shayla Janae Jensen, Isabella Rose Jessen, Emmanuel Jimenez Aguilar, Alex Elliott Johnson, Alexander Marcus Johnson, John Shee Johnson, Kelsey Diana Johnson, Madeline Ellen Johnson, Jalen Christine Jones, Madeline Helena Jordan, Jaden Pari Joshi, Cole Jonathan Jordan, Basil Fatih Kamshe, Trevor Richard Carew, Liam Thompson Cody, Robert Edward Kavukjan, Tristan James Keeter, Nathan Michael Keith, Alana Ray Kelly, Nicholas Eli Kendall, Julian Stefan Kidd, Charlize Emily Klin, Thomas Clark Knickerbocker, William Daniel Knudsen, Miles Owen Kobus, Emily Elizabeth Cook, Olivia Renee Christensen, Rylan Anthony Krull, Danielle Joy Crum, Michael Richard Kirschner, Sean Michael Larkin, Anna Elise Larson, Benjamin James Larson Jr., Owen Robert Larson, Ty Wallace Larson, Kieran Vincent Lattery, Jacob Daniel Jerome Lawrence, Allison Kanuin Lee, Jack Owen Lesh, G. Lee, Ji Liang, Anthony James Legal, Grace Ann Liggett, Evan Daniel Lind, Peter Charles Linden, Jiaming Lu, Renee Isabel Liu, Kendall Allen Lucken, Colden Charles Longley, Shannon Kathleen Loffrey, Paul Luke Ludden, Timothy James Luth, Alec David Lunneborg, Riley Allen Lunneborg, Josanna Grace Madden, Logan Elijah Mader, Megan Christiane Madsen, Sierra K. Magnuson, Caitlin Rose McGuire, Isra Mohammed Mahmoud, Theodore J. Mayworn, Hillary Nyaranji Makori, Susan Arzu Mamadova, Ashley Lynn Marker, Zachary Ryan Meritz, Jalen Juan Marrero, Anjane Jakima Marshall, Jacob James Marshaw, Michaela Lynn Martin, Veronica Martinez Castellanos, Angeles Martinez Giron, Eliza May Marzoff, Thomas Ryan McCarthy, Mary Catherine McCoy, Matthew Timothy McGovern, Thomas Teska McNamara, David Jan May, Vance Adam Melbastad, Christopher Joss Turlau Melville, Mason Henry Meyer, Jack Douglas Mickelson, Clifton Deshawn Millbrook III, Ava Christine Miller, Mason John Miller, Reed Kenneth Miller, Shelby Kaylin Miller, Susanna Ruth Miller, Alyssa Jane Missling, Grace Noel Mitchell, Jeanette Michelle Mock, Luke Anthony Modeo Price, Ayan Abdi Mohammed, Fatima Ahmed Mohammed, Hodo Mohammed Mohammed, Nuruddin Badel Mohammed, Sudi Suleiman Mohammed, Amiro Shukri Mohamud, Devin Robert Moan, Emmanuel Richard Montgomery, Hashim Mahmoud Musa, Karen Ann Muff, Mary Veronica Mullane, Ella Marie Murphy Thompson, Victory Kazayet Blessing Musa, Kelvin Corey Mutiga, Megan Marie Narveson, Lydia Irene Nash, Isaac Lee Nelson, Lance Robert Nelson, Emma Cherie Netzer, Sabrina Renee Newrock, Abdullah Nizami, Kayla Huang Tuong Nguyen, Lena Huang Dung Nguyen, Vincent Nak Nguyen, Madeline May Nijelik, Nicholas William Nijelik, Tyler David Noble, Henry Haruhiko Noma, Corin Celeste Nord, Kiara Stephanie Norbaum, Elena Bella O'Hare, Paige Lauren Obermeyer, Se Young O, Ronan Thomas Oldry, Carly Marie Olson, Martin Alexander Olson, Cliveton Maigwa Ombongi, Pierce Severus Opong, Ariana Laura Oscard Kali, Raymond James Osweiler, Samantha Elizabeth Olette, Michael Greg Oshak, Hannah Joy Pahalchuk, Ruby Noel Parrish, Alexis Jean Patterson, Emily Fu-Ai Patterson, Jenna Grace Pedersen, Brian Austin Peters, Katia Maren Peterson, Ryan Jeffrey Peterson, Delina Pham, Joseph Pham, Zachary Hui Fan, Pupase Annie Paviseth, Tasha Ethan Peisel, Joseph Kaleo Plekenpole, Leilani Malia Plekenpole, Tegan Marie Polster, Diego Winchester Price, Christopher Victor Panchard, Thomas James Quiggle, Morgan Lene Quistad, Adam James Rocco, Ali Ann Rocco, Sophia Leanne Running, Anthony Arturo Real, Brooke Elizabeth Reardon, Kylie Camille Reardon, Robert Adam Reber, Daniel Sarlis Reddish, Maximiliano Angel Rodriguez, Oswaldo Aurelio Rodriguez, Ethan Justice Rowland, Erica Mary Rowling, Mark Jeffrey Rosen, Sarah Rachel Rosenberg, Brianna Rebecca Roth, Matthew Kevin Roth, Aidan Hamilton Roy, Claudia Robin Rust, Amelia Dolores Schaefer, Alexander David Schilling, Anna Josephine Schmidt, Matthew James Schneider, Anderson Christine Schroeder, Ryan Gregory Schrank, Daria Kathleen Seaver, Clara Odell Seltzer, Milga Mohammed Sharif, Sage Alexandra Sharp, Kaylee Ray Shermack, Jack Thomas Simonet, Jared Timothy Shoquist, Austin Lyle Gigrich Skalberg, Bailey Rose Scarbalas, John Kirby Smits, Joseph Dale Smits, Miana Monet Smith, Brianna Renee Smokovich, Mia Elizabeth Snyder, Amanda Latricia Snow, Brooke Eli Sorensen, Anastasia Marie Sorensen, Joseph Robert Sprincenetic, Harry Alexander Squires, Lucas Alexander Stawley, Isabella Lynn Stans, Paige Cooper Staub, Jack Warren Steigoff, Samuel Francis Stevens, Jack Richard Stone, Elijah Logan Strand, Gavin Thomas Svensson, Abigail Janelt Swan, Isabella Grace Swanson, Rachel Kathleen Switzer, Emery Hollingsworth Taylor, Leilani Morelia Teries Sandoval, Matthew David Thompson, Paige Alby Thompson, Carly Ann Thurston, Spady Torres Ruiz, Thang Min Tran, Nathan Joshua Trekker, Caitlin Elizabeth Euban, Nathaniel Anthony Urbanski, Eric Harold Vasura, Ming Ten Akani Vang, Lady Vasquez, Marissa Ann Vokal, Sawyer Elsie Vazka, Kat Tuan Ni Vu, Eba Aman Waco, Zoe Jane Freedom Walker, Samuel William Wallace, Lainey Suzanne Walworth, Noha Jonas Warsami, Mason Allen Webb, Hayden John Sorter Wagey, Michaela Elizabeth Weingart, Natalia Michelle Weinzerl, Charles Arthur Wiseman, Henry Joseph Wiseman, Meredith Christina Welty, Alicia Linnea Wendler, Amelia Margaret Wenish, Marcus Anthony Wenner, Stephen Alexander Wenzel, Natalie Cecile Wheeler, Sarah Irene Wichterman, Marie Bonita Wick, Kayla Wigan, Evan Albert Wigglesworth, Lillian Margaret Catherine Williams, Michael Stephen Williams, Michelle Jean Willits, Andrew Brendan Wilson, Lisa Marie Wittrell, Ashley Yiyen Wong, Zachariah Abdiwahab Yusuf, Matthew James Zelinsky, Olivia May Zozel.
We have now reached the conclusion of an amazing program. It has been said over and over again how much we all wish we could have this ceremony at the Minneapolis Convention Center, but fate dealt us another hand. I assure you, class of 2020, you have not, nor will not fade into obscurity. This year will not be defined by the things you did not have, but with the courage and empathy you did show. You will not be the forgotten class, no. You are the class of 2020, the class that defined the grace, strength, and humility of an entire generation. Well done indeed. Now that we have that straight, it's time to move on to the final part of our ceremony. Faculty of Jefferson High School, members of the Bloomington School District Administration and Board, and to all of our families and friends and distinguished guests watching from home. It is my distinct honor as Principal of Jefferson High School to officially present the graduated class of 2020. Congratulations.